time. Tear-jerked and determined, Frey vows to do it, swearing like his ancestor that he'll protect everyone he loves. The past hero nearly forgets that Frey is his successor, so he promises to teach Frey the path to take to protect everyone he holds dear. He repeats the process by placing his hands on the boy's fate, noting that it won't be an easy path because Frey would have to destroy the world with his own hands and die with the Demon King. Only then would he unlock the hidden route and see the new trials that await him, so he hopes the boy doesn't lose heart. In the present timeline, after 10 years, Frey notes that everything has progressed smoothly, but the one thing that is different is the presence of the system. While waiting for the system to update, Frey notes that it is a new ability that'll be useful in the future he'll encounter. He compares it to what he saw in the Book of Prophecy when he was little, and notes that he can handle any problems at his first trial based on what his ancestor had shown him. Then, if he masters the system, he can protect everyone in the end. Just then, Kanya knocks on the door, and Frey happily tells her to come in, believing that he'll catch a break with her. After all, it's been a while since he saw her smile. As soon as the system completes its update, it warns Frey about someone approaching, and in that moment, Kanya walks in, and the system informs Frey that the 5 main heroines retain memories from the previous cycle. That's when it dawns on him that he's in trouble. The rules of the system is to ensure that Frey, who is playing the false villain, must continue committing vile acts to earn points, and if his good deeds are discovered, his life force will be severely diminished. He currently has about 100 points, and he can use the accumulated points to purchase necessary items or skills. After warning Frey about the heroine's awareness, the system does an emergency activation. Frey is shocked by the result, and from the death glare he gets from Kanya, he senses her strong, murderous intent. She is his childhood friend who was cursed from birth with dark magic that saps her life force, and is one of the 5 main heroines mentioned in the prophecy. Now that she's retained her memories, Frey fears that Kanya will kill him at any moment due to how harshly he treated her in the past. Kanya then asks him if he's hungry, so he tells her to bring him the usual. She glares at him before leaving to fulfill his command, and he freaks out knowing that she is out for his blood, so he makes up his mind to prepare for her retaliation. Suddenly, the system pops up and informs him that it has detected a strong murderous intent nearby. This is caused by one innate skill that detects 1 life-threatening threat per day. Frey logically tries to deduce why Kanya would want to kill him, noting that she won't get away unscathed if she tried it. But just then, she opens the door, and he senses death emanating from the soup she's brought him. Realizing that she must have cursed the food with dark magic to drive him to an untimely death, Frey realizes he's been cornered, so he decides to act his villainous role, and he does that by yelling at her for bringing soup, saying he wanted sandwiches before throwing the dish at the wall close to her. By being wicked, he earns 1 false villain point. Detested, Kanya walks off angrily to make his sandwich, and a few minutes later, she shows up with an eerie sandwich. To her surprise, he tells her there's no cheese, so she should remake it. Kanya tries to object, but Frey boldly questions her for talking back at him. As a result, she backs down and shows up later with another sandwich, but he tells her the bread is too dry. Frey makes her go at it for a couple of times, and by the 8th trial, she staggers while holding the sandwich which she had poisoned. And he sees how persistent she is, noting that Kanya kept on remaking and imbuing the sandwiches with her magic till she was completely drained. He picks up the sandwich and pretends as if he wants to eat it, and this makes Kanya eager, but then he tosses the sandwich away and says he'll rather have the soup from before. As he tells her to remake it, Kanya falls, but he catches her and notes how cruel fate is for not letting him laugh with her, even if for a little while. He places